TKR English Webbooks from Pre-English to Beginner 3. This is the TKREnglish.com website. There are 5 levels of books: Pre-English, Basic, Beginner 1, Beginner 2, and Beginner 3. The levels are made so that you progress upwards in skills, starting with Pre-English and going on to Basic, Beginner 1, Beginner 2, and Beginner 3 when the students are ready for a new level. TKR English is not made to be a system where you pick and choose books at arbitrary levels. So, what is taught at each level? In Pre-English, there are 7 books. We teach big and small letters, letter names and phonics, vocabulary. We train writing letters, and we evaluate the skills of the students. Can you say these 4 words? In Basic, there are 23 books about the letter names A to Z and about the sounds these letters make, phonics. In Basic, we train big and small letters. We use phonics stories and actions to teach about phonics. We teach vocabulary. And at the end of each book, we evaluate the skills of the students. In Beginner 1 there are how many books? Can you count the number of books? That's right, 14 books. In these books, we train something very important. We train how to blend sounds into words. We train with word families from each of the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, and U. We also teach vocabulary, and there are books that train listen, speak, read and write, and even short sentences like "it is a dog." At the end of each book, we again evaluate the skills of the students. In Beginner 2, there are 13 books. These books cover speaking about myself, phonics rules, dialogue, task-based learning and HOT, and of course, finally, evaluating the students. Beginner 3 books. They include adjectives, question words, verbs, pronouns, most used words, and a book about agriculture, which will be good for competency-based learning. Can you guess what some of the most used words are? Here they are, the 20 most used words in English. So, what is inside a book? A book takes about 1 week to teach, and on page 1 there is a plan for the whole week. First, we repeat last week's book. On day number 2, we introduce a new concept. And on day number 3, we work with this concept. Day 4 is for repetition and for evaluation. On each page, we have teacher note suggesting what the teacher can do on the page. We have text for the students to read. We have sound
cat and dog.
And we have classroom language so the teacher can practice using English when teaching.
Write and translate.
And the activities are made so that the students can participate actively. Can you translate these 4 verbs into Thai? We also produce our own videos that we link to on YouTube. On the last day of the week, we repeat what the students learned on day 2 and 3, and then we evaluate, in writing and in speaking. Did 60% of the students pass the test? If the students don't pass, there is a repeat lesson the teacher can use for repeating the main points that have caused problems for the students. That's it, the TKR English system. Do you think it would be useful in your school?